All right. Wow, loud. I'll start. Obviously, it's an important game for us. U.S. Open Cup is something that is a longest tournament in this country. A lot of tradition with it. Aside from that, we needed to come out and play a good game for ourselves more than anything, which we did. So, good game all around. Played some good soccer, finished some good goals. Didn't always defend the way we wanted to at times, but we got a shutout. And having Amobi Akugo back there as a center back, I thought he did a great job. So all those things said, good night for the Union.
With the start being not so great this year, you guys make sure the Open Cup is a way to get some silverware? Or?
I think you always want to win a trophy, and this club doesn't have any yet. So this is certainly a goal of ours, and now we progress. Anybody know DC next week? Yes. DC, they pulled out in overtime? All right, good. So, now we have DC in back-to-back games, so that should be interesting. And, we had a tough game last year down there, lost on penalty kicks, so we'll definitely won't be looking to go back there and get a little revenge. But, again, the cup is a cup, and this one is important, and we just want to play good soccer every game we play. So it was nice to have it tonight.
John, can you talk about Josue's game tonight?
Yeah, Josue was he was involved the whole time. And, from the first goal, but in particular the second one was a fantastic ball. He puts it just barely over the defender's head. I was joking with Freddie when we pulled him off, that's the first time he's ever scored a goal with his head, and he told me I was wrong, that he scored one in the U20s, but I don't believe him. I'll have to look at the video. But, it's hard to miss, that kind of service. But he did his job all night on both ends of the ball. And that was good. He's a young guy still, has a ton of potential. We brought him here and thought, he had the ability to be the player that we saw tonight. So it's fantastic that he had a good game.
Talk about the overall service of the Union tonight. It looked like the Union was able to get in a lot of balls in the box.
Well, I think that was part because we established good rhythm as we built up the field, and that allowed us to get our numbers forward. When you have, I call it rhythm, but when we play in the midfield, particularly we were finding Freddie in a really good spot, we were finding Josue, and that allowed both Michael and Gabe to get forward, and now we have I need some water probably. I can't even talk. A numerical advantage, and that was excellent because when we do that, then you're going to get service in the box. We had a couple times where we turned that corner and we're able to play it back and get a good shot off. So that was working really well for us the whole night.
Do you hope to see that rhythm going forward? Obviously it's been a frustrating season because we have seen flashes in games like tonight. Then we've seen the drop off. How do you keep the foot on the pedal and keep having the service tonight?
Well, we hope that, look, let me get a sip of water here, Karith. We hope that we can continue that, and it's something that we see every day in training and we work on. Tonight it worked. From the very first possession we had, I don't know how many passes we strung together, but it was somewhere 12, 13, 14, and we literally built from one side of the field all the way to the other. And that's the kind of soccer that we want to play. And when guys are not, confidence is not at the highest point, when you can come out and start that way, know that your touch is good, know that the guys are moving in sync with each other, that was great. We came after that little thunder lightning break, and we did the exact same thing, which was really important for this group. Get the second goal. We're just going to try to build off it because that's the kind of soccer we want to play. That's the kind of soccer we work on day in and day out. And, you see it in pieces, and tonight we were able to sustain that a little longer. Not as much as we really needed to be honest. We let down about 36 minutes. I thought we had a definite letdown. Didn't keep that rhythm going. They got a couple chances towards the end of the first half. We got to correct that. We got to keep it going for the full 90.
Sounds like
Rochester got a little tired and you guys took advantage. Did you sense that they were kind of wearing down a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, look, first of all, let me tip my hat to Coach Myers and Rochester. They're an excellent team. They've had a great start to their season, but this is a tough stretch for them. I mean, they played Friday, Saturday, and now here. We knew that if we could make them chase us a little bit, that it was going to be tough for them in the end, and I certainly think that worked to our advantage tonight.
About the rain delay, how you guys, want to stay focused, or be time sometimes for Rochester to regroup, or you want to stay focused with the lead?
Yeah, I mean, that's a hard thing, and we haven't had to go into that situation this year. But as a group, we just said, hey, look, relax. Once the officials tell us that we're back on, whether it's 15, 20 minutes, we will go back out there and go through our pregame warm-up again and get ready to go out, and let's see if we can come out and keep the same kind of mentality, the same kind of energy. We knew Rochester was going to come back out and probably come with a little more energy, and they did. But we certainly met that challenge, and that was great.
The way Josue played tonight, do you think that he definitely fits into the team's plans going forward in terms of possibly earning a starting role? I mean, he played solid tonight, so.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of young guys who are very talented, and Josue, if he can continue to play that kind of soccer, he certainly deserves some more minutes. And as a staff, we'll evaluate it. I think he's definitely an option right now. He needs to play that way consistently, and he can improve on things that he did tonight, but he certainly had a good performance, so.
Does everyone at this point kind of understand that you guys, this staff, might ask them to play out of position at some point? I mean, it seems like...
Yeah, a little bit, but look, we're missing Carlos, okay? Couldn't play tonight. You're missing Gomez, you're missing Porfi. I mean, we have a number of situations that happened to us going into this game that, at certain spots we were pretty thin, but that's an opportunity for a guy like a Moby who hasn't had a start in, a 90-minute game in a while, and look at his performance tonight. I mean, I thought he was fantastic. Shannon's a little knocked up and wasn't at the top of his game, but he gutted it out and played fantastic. So, and when you do that in a game like today, it really brings the guys back together because they have that confidence. They know they got each other's backs, and that's so important.
Dave, last question.
In the play of Chris Konopka these last 4 days, 2 games, just what has he meant?
I mean, Chris is seizing the opportunity just like a lot of these other guys. And again, he had a really good game, made a couple really key saves for us when Rochester was pushing to get a goal back. And aside from having a couple problems early on in the game, I thought he corrected it and managed the match fantastically. So great performance again. Thank you.